The following video contains content captured from NCAA Football 14. The rosters, standings, and stats may not be accurate to the present day. All trademarks belong to their respective parties.
Good afternoon and welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium for an absolute enticing matchup, might I say, here today between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Furman Paladins. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that correctly, to be perfectly honest with you, but Furman and South Carolina going out of here today. You can see they had some pregame fisticuffs here as we're watching through the pregame highlight reel as South Carolina looking to have some fun today. They have not had fun at all the last couple of days. And we come here to Williams-Brice Stadium, Stan. You're a Furman man. You've been a Furman quite some time in your life. What's it like?
Just imagine like a private school where you're from, and then just imagine that bigger, and then that's what Furman's like.
So like a big high school.
A big high school.
Private
high school. All the white girls there just all stuck up and snotty.
Drinking their you-know-whats and having their you-know-whos.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. So here we go. South Carolina kicks the ball off to the Paladins here. Let's see what the quarterback here for Furman can do as they set up shop from the 25-yard line of South Carolina. Furman comes in that I formation, very daunting I formation, might I add. Going to run the ball right, and it's going to go for a 1-yard gain for Hank McLeod and South Carolina now. John, I mean, it's been a couple of bad weeks for the Gamecocks. What do you expect here from South Carolina?
I'm hoping just a nice bounce-back victory for the guys. I want to point something out. That number 9 is still incorrect.
Yeah, I'm very – that number 9 ranking is extremely incorrect, might I say. But South Carolina and Gerald Dixon gets the tackle there. 3rd and 10 for the Paladins here as they set up shop once again now from that 25-yard line of South Carolina. So the fans here start to get up. It's very quiet at Williams-Brice Stadium. They only have 30 people in the stands here today. Very, very underwhelming crowd. That's a pass over the middle for a first down, and Furman has moved the ball well. 18-yard reception for Hunter Tremaine. And very Furman name, might I add there.
Let's all thank our moms and dads tonight that they didn't name us Hunter.
Really?
And our brother Gatherer. That would be
that would
ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be quite ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as Stan Smith.
Maybe.
But almost. You're quite there. Especially almost as ridiculous as naming your son Nick Jones, but without a K, only a C. So first down run there for Hank McLeod. 2nd and 4 for the Paladins here. And might I say, John Dowdy, you did a phenomenal job of creating this team. That logo is spot on. I'm very proud of you. So good job there. 2nd and 4 for the Paladins. They run the ball left. He's got a nice little hole, but it's stopped quickly, and it's 3rd and 3 now for Furman. So South Carolina, Nick, looking to stop the Paladins here on 3rd down.
Well, I think this game is a good chance for the defense to try out some things and get all their defensive struggles solved with the problems.
They need a lot of time to figure out those defensive struggles as we see a first down there for Ryan Colbreth. Interesting. Ryan Colbreth with the first down.
These are very proper names for the Furman Paladins.
Dylan Woodruff, Ryan Colbreth. It's all breath.
Oh.
At that I formation for the Paladins, that's a run right, and that one is going to be a first down on a big run there from Hank McLeod. And the Paladins are right inside the South Carolina 30-yard line. As look at them, they are for America. They wave their American flags. How could you root against Furman in this one, folks? The South Carolina Gamecocks really they're behind the 8 ball in this one, folks. I mean, they really are. This is going to be a read option pass to the right, and that is going to be a drop. And the first incomplete pass for Dylan Woodruff in the game. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the game for the Paladins, setting up shop on the South Carolina 26-yard line. So let's see what they come out here. That's Woodruff out of the shotgun formation. He drops back, throws one left. That's a screen pass. And it's going to go for a short gain of about 3. Sets up 3rd and 7 now for Furman on the inside the South Carolina 25-yard line. So South Carolina here looking to dial up some pressure here against the Paladins. They split 4 wide receivers out, 3 left, 3 right, 1 to the left. He throws one deep bomb. That's going to be intercepted. South Carolina gets the interception. I believe that was Chaz Elder there on the interception. And yes, it was. South Carolina sets up a big play there when Furman had a chance to score. And let's see what Dylan Thompson can do And I might say the players look very different this week than we have seen the past couple weeks. Mike Davis on a run, only a gain of 1 there. And do you see any differences in this South Carolina team?
I'm missing 11 cockies on the field, Brian.
Yeah, I mean they're not as furry, they're not as happy looking. No yellow shoes, might I say? But let's see if it plays into the direction the South Carolina Gamecocks are looking for.
No white gloves either.
No Michael Jackson references this week, folks. It's going to be a sad, sad broadcast. Yeah, but we're all crying like Stan is. 3rd and 9 for the Gamecocks here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. South Carolina drops back. He's got some time. He's under pressure. Now he heaves one right, and it's somehow caught by Shaq Rowland. A phenomenal play there. It almost looked like Dylan Thompson was falling over making that pass. And watch as we're going to see Shaq Rowland here make this catch. Unbelievably, a very interesting play there, Nick.
It looks like the ball just kind of like mysteriously vanished to the left side. Of his
It like
hand.
it magnetized to his hand. It appeared so. 1st and 10 for the Gamecocks. Read option there. That's going to go to Mike Davis for a 4-yard carry there. 2nd and 6 for the Gamecocks here as they set up shop right around the 30-yard line of the Paladins. So South Carolina looking to strike first here in this game. Minute 25 left in the ball game between the Gamecocks and the Paladins here in the first quarter. He's going to throw one left, way overthrown, and South Carolina will now have a 3rd and 6 on the Paladins' 38-yard line. I lied.
A player that I will be looking out for next time he comes on the field is number 6, Thomas Brown. I went to high school with this guy. He's a hard hitter.
Is he really?
He is.
Has he hit you before?
Well, no, actually.
No.
I gave it my all in practice, and he didn't hit me that hard in practice. I was kind of surprised.
Field goal coming here, and if you had to say the hardest hit you ever took in high school was, what would it be?
By who?
Yeah.
Chris Booby Robinson. He is a mean guy.
You know what my hardest hit was?
Me?
No, my mother. When I failed one of my classes, she smacked me across the face one time. Not a good look. But South Carolina does get 3 points on the board there.
What
3-0.
class was it?
Oh, it was actually PE. First return of the year, might I say. This is unbelievable. First return. Oh, that was very interesting there. I got very excited. Wow. Oh, man, my heart's pumping there. Steve Spurrier does not look anything like Steve Spurrier. It's funny to look at. And South Carolina has struck first in this game, 3-0 for the Gamecocks. And, yes, it was in my PE class that I failed an exam. Think about that one. 1st and 10 for the Paladins here, setting up shot from the South Carolina 23-yard line. It's going to be Woodruff throwing over the middle. It's nearly intercepted by Holloman. It's batted down by the cornerback there. 51 seconds left in this first quarter for South Carolina and Furman. 2nd and 10 for the Paladins. Let's see if they run the ball here. Bunch formation. He's going to throw it. He's going to be under pressure, and he lost the ball, but he did get it away. And it's 3rd down for
We'll
Furman.
apologize to all of our viewers that Furman are not furry men. We're very sorry.
I was actually disappointed, too, when they came onto the field today, and they did not have an exorbitant amount of leg hair or arm hair. I was very much looking forward to that. That's a deep pass over the middle. It's knocked down by Chris Moody. 4th down for Furman, and South Carolina should get the ball back here following the Furman punt as they set up a punt formation here with 43 seconds left in the first quarter between the Paladins and the Gamecocks. This one's going to be booted away. Short kick there from Furman. This one's going to be returnable here from Pharaoh Cooper. Makes a man miss. Goes to the 40 and out of bounds down to the 38-yard line. So a great return there, Nick, from Pharaoh Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper was an all-SEC freshman on the team this past year, so I'm not surprised by that great return.
And where did you get those stats from?
I actually got it from ESPN, so...
Do you trust everything ESPN says?
Since I kind of work for them now, sort of, I guess I have to say yes.
Oh, okay. 2nd and 12 for South Carolina and Furman. And Furman, like ESPN's going to actually see this broadcast. 2nd and 12 now for South Carolina and Furman. This one's heaved down over the middle. It's going to catch down to the 3-yard line. Pharaoh Cooper with a beautiful play there. And South Carolina is in striking distance for their first touchdown of the game. Nice pass there from Dylan Thompson to Pharaoh Cooper.
Maybe this will get him in rhythm. I don't know. I mean, this is Furman.
Yeah, I think the only team Furman could beat is Seneca High School. I think that's the only team they could actually beat.
Yeah.
Seneca High School with Stan Smith on the team, because without
Without
Stan
him.
Smith, they're a force to be reckoned with. And that's going to be stopped at the goal line for a 1-yard carry there. Mike Davis can't punch it in, and South Carolina and Furman will head to the second quarter. 3-0 South Carolina here. You're listening to the South Carolina Broadcast Network here, only on your local Twitch networks here. John Dowdy, Brian Prince-Bay, Stan Smith, and Nick Jones all in the booth here from Williams-Brice Stadium. We're going to start off the second quarter here between the South Carolina Gamecocks. And, there's Cocky. We see him out in the front side there, top right corner. They're going to run the ball. Touchdown, South Carolina. Mike Davis punches it in from 1 yard out. And the Gamecocks strike first here after their field goal. It's 9-0 following an extra point here. There's a little bit of fisticuffs happen there.
Now, here's an interesting theory. Now, this is not supposed to be a big game for the Gamecocks. So you think that Cocky's just like the first string and all these rest of these odd-looking players are just like the backup, just getting some playing time?
You think those are actually second-string fans in the stands, too?
There might be. I mean, I don't see the Tiger up there from Missouri.
Yeah,
so.
it's very true. Truman's not in attendance tonight. As this one will, what else is new?
Fun fact. Before tonight, no one had used the word fisticuffs in 1,000 years, and Brian has said it twice tonight. So, yeah.
Yeah, beat that one.
Did you get those stats from ESPN?
I got it from Deadspin.
Yeah.
Not Bleacher Report?
No. Ew. First and 10 for Furman here on the Furman 25-yard line. It's going to be a run play to the left, and it's going to be a healthy gain of 9 yards for McLeod. And McLeod, who cares? I mean, is he really even a real person? We don't even know. 2nd and 1 for Furman here as the what is a paladin? Is it a dog?
It's a guy. It's a knight on a horse.
Is it really? I thought it was actually a bulldog. I don't know why. I feel like paladin sounds like a type of bulldog, but no.
And Brian, in creating this roster, I saw the Furman mascot take a cross between the Central Florida Knight and the Virginia Cavalier horse, and you've got the Furman Paladins.
Wow,
and make it purple.
See, now, if you combine those two teams on the football field, they would be horrific, just because of Virginia. I mean, they are horrific.
Hey now.
If they ever play Virginia Tech, that game would probably be a score of 58-2. I'd give them a safety.
Brian, who's number 1 in the Coastal Division of the ACC?
I believe that Virginia has played 3 high school teams and a Pop Warner team to start the season. That's going to be knocked down. 3rd and 4 for the Paladins here, as Dylan Woodruff has struggled a bit here. 5 for 11, 46 yards, and an interception. 2 for 4 on 3rd downs are the Paladins here. And, let's see what they can come with here. This one's over the middle. First down. Oh, boy, what a play. What a play from Hunter Tremaine. 17-yard reception there for the Paladin. And I'm just going to refer to them all as Paladins. I like that word. It really flows off the tongue very smoothly. Paladin. Just say it. Just say it for yourself. Yeah, Nick, say it. Paladin. Doesn't it feel good? It doesn't, right? Just flows right off the tongue. 1st and 10 for Furman here from the South Carolina 36-yard line here. Let's see if the Paladins can get something on the board here. This one's going to be dropped back from Woodruff. He's under a bit of pressure, but he throws one left. That's a first down. And a 12-yard reception for Dave Dingus. Dave Dingus from Dylan Woodruff. First down, Paladins.
You losing your voice?
I am. I'm a little choked up here. 6 first downs for Furman here, but this one's going to be a screenplay, not going to go for much. Actually, a loss of 1 for Ryan Colbreth. And I really like these names. And South Carolina with a nice defensive play there. Williams-Brice Stadium is actually not that full. I mean, it looks like a complete sellout. I kid you not, there are actually 30 people in the stands. I'm not even
25 of them are Furman fans.
And the other 5 are the band.
There you go. Wow, that's, and then the other 4 of us are us, so.
We're the only ones in the booth today.
There's no other media passes. This one's going to go for a huge carry for Hank McLeod. 22-yard reception for the running back. And we look at the play again right here. A nice little screen pass to the left. And South Carolina had Chaz Elder really didn't even go after him. That was very odd. First and goal from the 5-yard line for Furman here, from the 4-yard line, excuse me. And the Paladins look to punch one in here two-back set here out of the shotgun formation. This one's going to be a read option, triple option. It's not going to go for anything. What a play there from South Carolina defense, as that's Sky Moore on the next tackle there. Hank McLeod is your running. Whatever. I don't care.
Hey, he cares. He has feelings.
Is he actually really a person?
He
Like,
is.
do we even
I
know?
saw him 2 weeks ago.
Did you really?
I did.
Did you say hi to him?
I did.
Is he a nice guy?
He is a nice guy.
All right. Then I will start to say his name correctly. Pass on to the right, and it's dropped. Is Dylan Woodruff a nice guy? Did you meet him too?
He was hurt last week, so I didn't really meet him.
it's
The
a shame.
quarterback his last name was Blazevich.
Blazevich.
PJ Blazevich.
Maybe,
Yeah, that's actually correct.
Wow.
maybe you should be on Haley's and Katie's Blaze show.
Maybe, but that's
he was.
that's gonna be a sack, and that's gonna be for a sack for 4 yards, and somehow McLeod got the ball, but I mean he never actually did. Did you see that? Did you see that, folks? He never actually got the ball, and then somehow he did. Interesting.
I think you're losing your mind.
Do you think purple is an odd color for a college football team?
Hey, LSU uses it, and they're fairly successful.
Fairly.
But also Clemson uses it, and we all know they're dumb. So
All right. I mean, we do have some Clemson fans, I'm sure, listening to this game. They're very intently watching some South Carolina and
Hey,
Furman
we'll
football.
have our shots at Clemson when the time comes. Right now, we got Furman.
just
Yeah.
prepping up.
You don't
Folk-
want to look ahead.
Focus on Furman. Yeah, you gotta stay within your grasp here. But here comes South Carolina. This is gonna be another kick return. It appears as though Furman does not have a kicker that can actually kick the ball into the end zone. But I mean, Farrah Cooper gets it out to about the 26, 27-yard line, and South Carolina sets up shop here from their own 27. So Dylan Thompson out of the shotgun formation. Rory Anderson to his right. That's going to be a fake interception. Oh, no, we got picked off. This is unbelievable. He's going to run it back for a touchdown. I think that we should just stop the broadcast right now. I think we should. I think we should stop the broadcast right now. Austin Williams has just picked sixth Dylan Thompson. It's time to see Connor Mitch.
As the Furman fans would say, F you one time, F you two times, F you three times, F you all the time. And that's what just happened.
all the time.
All the time.
He got all the time. Right
F
there.
you all the time.
Oh boy! And look at the size difference between the corner and Rory Anderson. That's actually funny. But South Carolina has found a way to be tied with Furman. I think this is actually more difficult than losing a game on purpose to Kentucky, which we found out they did. They threw that game against Kentucky. It was highly touted there. We found out that they were shaving points.
That fat guy in the upper deck that says touchdown Kentucky and we like it that way really distracted the Gamecocks.
They did. That was very distracting indeed. Farrah Cooper, another 20-yard return, and we've seen a lot of returns here in this one. Very interesting. But wow, I'm depressed. Really am. I don't know what to say.
That's that screenplay I keep, going on about. It doesn't
said
work. It
that-
just doesn't work. I'm sorry.
You've said that many a time. Let's see if they do it again. And he didn't even close. Wasn't even close.
Although I might be going back on my word what I said to Nick, but we are the premier
You know what?
college football team in the state of South Carolina. We do not lose to Furman. Oh, is that Clemson? Is that Clemson?
yeah.
But still.
Here comes a drop back. Throws one right. It's a catch for a first down. Nick Jones on the reception there.
Oh, where have you been, Nick?
I've been running back and forth up the booth, down the steps. I haven't had a lot of traffic, though, because there's only 30 people at the game.
Right,
So.
so you've been able to get up and down fairly easy. But first and 10 for the Gamecocks. It appears as you were yelling at somebody there. Very interesting that did actually happen. But here come the Gamecocks here out of the shotgun formation. That's Mike Davis to the right of Dylan Thompson. He's going to throw one over the middle. Wow, terrible pass. But he did complete it for a first down once again to Nick Jones. And I don't know why they actually said user catch because there's no user playing this game. Minute 40 left as South Carolina called a timeout there. He drops back, short drop back, throws a floater right, and that's not – wow, that was a generous spot. First down for the Gamecocks, and South Carolina has a first down here, and Dylan Thompson's numbers are okay. 108 yards, I believe he has, 5 for 8, and an interception. So South Carolina come out with a back in the backfield. That is Mike Davis waiting for a play here. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw one deep. Here he goes. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, South Carolina. Shaq Rowland goes. I don't know how far that was. Maybe about 50 yards. Who knows? But South Carolina has the lead now, 16-10. Extra point coming from Mr. Reliable, Elliott Fry. Stan, what did you see on that play? Just they got FU'd one time, FU'd two times,
Yeah,
FU'd three
and
times.
then they got FU'd.
And then they got,
They FU'd themselves.
Yeah, exactly. That's Furman University for you.
Right.
17-10, South Carolina leads against the Paladins here. A minute 20 left, so let's see if he did not run it out. I was almost expecting a run out there from Furman. It really looks like he should get some suntan lotion. I mean, he's very, very, very pale. Actually, a lot of players are very pale. Where's Furman? What?
Greenville.
Greenville? Do they
Yeah.
not get sun in Greenville?
I guess not.
And they're up in the mountains, so I mean, not a lot of exposure to sunlight.
Good analysis. Where'd you get that analysis?
I got
Weather
that from,
Channel?
I got that from Stan, actually.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Unverified.
That's a completion, but it only goes for it goes for a loss of one. And South Carolina called a timeout here. So let's see if the Gamecocks can get another stop here and get the ball back and maybe score again right before the half. Maybe even Dylan Thompson will throw a pick six again. Who knows? But that's going to be a run up the middle for a healthy gain of 9, but it's not going to be enough for a first down here. So South Carolina will get the ball back with 1:08 left.
They're bringing the house.
Yeah, they are bringing the house here. All right, they're bringing
And the kitchen
and the
sink.
kitchen sink and the dog house.
The gardening hose.
Darryl Cooper will run right
Hey,
into
that was my boy, Thomas Brown on the tackle.
number 6.
Yeah, number 6. His dreads aren't that long, though.
The hardest hitting safety in the league.
In Greenville, South Carolina, maybe.
What was that video? What was it? The hardest hitting safety in the league. That's almost picked off, and Austin Williams had himself quite a game. Yeah, he put it. I was waiting for you. Fourth quarter of a Miami Heat basketball game. South Carolina will go 2 receivers right, 1 left. That is Dylan Thompson waiting, overthrown by a long shot. And 3rd and 10 now for the Gamecocks, and maybe even Furman will have a chance to score again here. They got 3 timeouts, 49 seconds left. They didn't get another stop here. That'll be big for the Paladins. South Carolina, 2 receivers right, 1 left. That is a man in motion, Rory Anderson to the right. And Mike Davis in the backfield. Thompson drops back, now rolling right. Now in trouble left, he gets hit and sacked, and Furman will call their first timeout. And with 44 seconds left, the Gamecocks will punt the ball away to the Paladins here, and a chance now for Furman to put some points on the board before the halftime buzzer. Hull will punt it away, and this one is a beauty of a kick, but they got some blocking out in front here. It's going to be a decent return to the 39-yard line. Hunter Tremaine, he's been a marked man all game. And the Paladins, with 35 seconds left, will have a chance here to put some points on the board. Now, John, 35 seconds left. What do you think Furman comes with here?
They're either gonna run the clock out or they're gonna go deep. I'm gonna guess they're going deep.
A little bit of miscommunication there from the Paladins and their 2 receivers. But here they come now, 2nd and 10 from the Paladin 39-yard line. A bunch formation to the right here, so maybe a run play. No, they're going to throw it. It's a quick pass to the right and going to be a first down for Furman. So now South Carolina has to play some defense here as the Paladins are on the 50-yard line here with 26 seconds left, right in striking distance for some points.
You think we'll see a kick from the parking lot, Brian?
I hope so. That would be fun. That would be fun. First down for Furman here. They're going to go hurry up. Yes, they will. And here comes the hurry up offense from Furman here. They're going to spike. No, they're not going to spike here. They're going to try to run a play. They're taking way too much time off the clock. He's calling audibles. What is he doing? He's going to throw it to the left. It's intercepted. Now South Carolina, can they bring it back? And no, they can't. A huge interception there. Another one for the Gamecocks and Eller and South Carolina. Whatever. And South Carolina has picked the ball off once again from Woodruff. And, Nick, not the best pass there.
Nah, but it looks like the Carolina defense is improving. I think they said Lorenzo Ward would be in the box this time instead of being on the field, so maybe that's helping so we can see.
Do you think that this is yeah, they are improving, but this is Furman.
This is also true. I mean, I don't know.
Good analysis there.
No words to
Where'd you get
say.
your information from?
I got that from you.
Okay. Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed.
And
Did you guys see this? This onside kick from Texas?
no, yes. So South Carolina and Furman will go to the half here, 17 to
We got a
10.
game here, buddy.
17 to 10 here as we'll get into my favorite part of every game. Here it is, folks, the Nissan innovation that excites halftime report. Visit nissanusa.com for more information. Highly touted, highly anticipated matchup here, Stan Smith, between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Furman Paladins here, as we see big play after big play being made here on the tundra of Williams-Brice Stadium.
The tundra, it's like 70 degrees outside and no clouds. I don't know about tundra. Maybe. I was going to say Toyota Tundra, but it's Nissan, so our friends at Nissan aren't going to be very happy.
Oh, boy.
Brian, do you think there's not a lot of people at the game because of the state fair, or is it just because of how the team's performing?
They've been gone for about 3 weeks now.
3 weeks or 3 days?
3 weeks.
A couple days. Maybe like...
Give or take 5 months they've been out of here. I mean,
They were here last weekend, Nick.
But they're still here now. They're gonna be here this weekend.
no, I don't see a Ferris wheel back there behind the scoreboard, Nick. This is embarrassing.
But you also said there's 30 people in the stands, and there's.
Well, I did address that. I did address that those are not real people. They planted mannequins in the stadium to make it look more full, but actually 30 real humans are actually in the stands. Halftime report there from Nissan. Thank you guys from all our friends at Nissan. Innovation that excites. Visit nissanusa.com for more information. South Carolina will have the ball back here to start the game in the second half. That's Pharaoh Cooper running the ball to the 30-yard line. Our first flag. Oh my goodness, a personal foul, clipping, chop block. Oh, this is a milestone, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Diggs, write this one down in the record books. The first flag in the University of South Carolina history, right there, before our very eyes. And a very unhappy Steve Spurrier right there, as we saw. So South Carolina will now start with the ball from the 15-yard line after the personal foul penalty. Dylan Thompson will throw one to the left. It's a short pass, but a nice completion there from Demir Bird, his first reception of the ball game. 6 yards for the receiver there. And South Carolina now has some options here with a 2nd and 4 upcoming between the Gamecocks and the Furman Paladins. The Furmans. The Furmans. They're not the Furmans, unfortunately. It's going to be a pass, and I honestly have no idea who he was throwing to there, ladies and gentlemen.
It couldn't have been Truman the Tiger. He's out of here.
Actually, I think Truman's actually still chilling in the stands. He just never left. Here come the Gamecocks here on 3rd down. Pass the middle for a first down. Pharaoh Cooper, 12-yard reception and a first down. Have we actually seen a fumble in any of these games?
No, we haven't, Brian.
Are you about to cry, John?
No.
John?
I'm tired as anything right now.
John is tearing up. We're going to give him some time here to let his emotions run its course. Two receivers to the right, one left. And that is Roy Anderson now splits out wide left. So South Carolina, now he's going back and
Make up your mind.
doing a dance move, and he's going to, oh, wow, Mike Davis literally laid out. I don't know who that was, but Mike Davis literally destroyed a Furman player there. And I like to comment on AJ Can's dreads. Watch how they I hope we get to see them. They literally just stand up at the end of that play like he got electrocuted. Hopefully he did not get electrocuted. Appears though he didn't. 2nd and inches now for South Carolina here on the South Carolina 43-yard line. Here come the Gamecocks. They're going to do a read option and a first down there for Dylan Thompson, 2-yard run. And there he is. There's Cocky. He's excited. He wants to hear the 30 fans in the stands. As we see the first downs here, it appears as though Furman should be winning this ball game, but they are not. And a little delayed handoff there. Only going to go for a yard. And South Carolina will be setting up shop with a 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Gamecocks on their own 46-yard line. So let's see if South Carolina will come out with a big play here. I would like to see a play-action pass. Wow, I have nothing to say about that. 3rd and 9 for the Gamecocks. Wow. On the South Carolina 46-yard line here. Dylan Thompson all by himself in the backfield. They split 4 receivers both sides. That's going to be a 7-yard reception. So a 4th down upcoming for the Gamecocks. Do they go for it? No, they won't. They're going to kick the ball away to the Paladins. Excuse me.
Furman is bringing their house this time. It's going to be a house party.
Welcome to my house party.
Those lyrics are inappropriate. I won't continue.
Yeah. All right. Good call there. We want to comply with the FCC.
Right.
We do. First and 10 now for Furman on their own 26-yard line. Furman coming at you with two receivers on receiver of both sides. Going to be a run up the middle for a nice gain of 5 for Hank McLeod, your boy, Hank McLeod. Is he on cloud 9 actually playing here at South Carolina? I'm not sure.
I guess so. He's not having a horrible day, but he's not having a great day. Maybe he's on cloud 4.
Do you think the 30 fans here is about 150% more fans that Furman sees at their regular games?
Without a doubt. Like, that's... Yeah.
I mean, they almost have negative fans at their games. That guy's name, Tanner Skogenen. First and 10 now for Skogenen and the Furmans, and that's going to be a 2-yard carry there for Hank McLeod. And oh boy, let's see if South Carolina brings some pressure here. I think they got to bring a bit of a blitz here. They have been a little bit lackluster here on the start of this drive, as Furman's been able to move the ball pretty well, and a nice play there on McLeod as the defense is pumped up. Bryson Allen Williams is there. Chris Moody is there with a big play, and now it's 3rd and 8 from the South Carolina faithful here. They are just going nuts. They're going nuts here, as you can hear them in the background of this game. They're going to lose their minds.
The 5 band members, Brian?
Yeah, they're pounding their drums. They're playing their tubas. That's going to be, oh, boy. Oh, wow, that was exciting, but it's a drop. And 4th and 8 now for the Paladins as they'll kick the ball away. And here comes South Carolina's house. So they're just throwing houses at each other at this point. Let's see. We're waiting for a kick here. Here it comes. Boom. And this one will be returned by Pharaoh Cooper, and he's going to be hit. And that was actually very peaceful. The ball just floating in the air. We're waiting for it. I like that. I wish we could do that more often in this game. Actually, we do that a lot in this game. There's been a lot of punts. As we see here on the first half, South Carolina pretty much dominated play, but they're only up 7 here, as the big play in this game is definitely that pick 6 by Dylan Thompson. He threw away to Williams. This one's going to be across his body. Dangerous play there, but South Carolina has a 9-yard reception from Pharaoh Cooper. He's got 3 receptions, 60 yards, Mr. Reliable. He's got to be the best player on this team. I'd be willing to throw a lot of money on that play. Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, Nick Jones is the best player of all time.
Of all time, ever? That was a very strange play. I don't know how Dylan Thompson did not get tackled in the backfield there, but he wasn't. And South Carolina has a first down now. What are your attributes that you would say make you the best player of all time?
My speed,
Okay.
my catching ability,
Okay.
and the separation. No cornerback can stick on me.
How about the fact that you have had the record at South Carolina for the most fumbles in a game at 33? You ever think about that one?
No comment.
Okay. 2nd and 1 now for South Carolina after the Mike Davis 9-yard run. The Gamecocks looking to put some separation between themselves and the Paladins here late in the 3rd quarter. There's going to be a run to the left. That's Brandon Wilds getting some action in this game. Nice block there by Rory Anderson as Wilds runs across the 40-yard line. 8-yard carry, and number 24 is huge. I mean, he's a big guy. 1st and 10 for South Carolina right at the 40-yard line of Furman here. Now, Stan the Man Smith, what do you got going on here? What do you think's going to come here?
They're going to move the ball forward, and they are looking to get the ball across the line that is known as the end zone, because that way they score points.
I thought the line was called the goal line.
Well, they go to past the goal line to get into the end zone. I mean, you get stopped at the goal line and not get in the end zone. You want to be in the end zone. You don't want to be on the goal line.
But in order to get in the end zone, you have to cross over the goal line.
That's exactly what I just said.
Fight. Ooh, I like this. A little bit of animosity in the broadcast booth today, boys.
What's the word? Fiscosity?
Fisticuffs?
Fisticuffs.
Throwing some fisticuffs at each other? Viscosity. Viscosity is like a science word.
I just had chemistry today. I got chemistry on my mind.
4th quarter, ladies and gentlemen, here from Williams-Brice Stadium. Unbelievably, it's South Carolina 17, Furman 10 here, as the fans are living the life here at Williams-Brice Stadium. Look at Mike Davis. They are so happy they're actually winning. Furman is so happy that they're actually playing a football game today. End of the 3rd quarter here as we start the 4th quarter here from Williams-Brice Stadium. Dylan Thompson out of the shotgun here. He's going to, nice read option, down to the almost a 10-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and inches for the Gamecocks. And do you think, John, they need to throw the ball here or continue with the run?
Stay with the run. I mean,
What about screenplay?
no, no,
No?
absolutely not.
No screenplay? I like the screenplay idea. Brandon Wilds with a nice first down carry there. 4-yard rush from the backup running back there. 2 rushes for 12 yards for Brandon Wilds. Let's see if they incorporate him more into this game. I think that's Mike Davis in the backfield. Yes, it is. And let's see what they come here. That is going to be a run left to Wilds, actually. What a run. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a play there from Brandon Wilds. And they extend the South Carolina lead to 2 scores now as Elliott Fry looks to continue his perfect season with the extra points as he knocks it through. Yeah, Nick, you couldn't do that. 24-10, South Carolina leads Furman with 4:24 left in the ballgame.
Well, Brian, I was a kickoff specialist, not a field goal guy, so just to let you know.
At the elite Burns High School, the greatest South Carolina football high school ever known to man. 38 national titles. Men that played Burns football throughout their entire lives. Real manly men. Right? South Carolina leads Furman 24-10 here. I mean, I should talk. My high school didn't even have sports, so
Yeah, how many championships y'all win, Brian?
we're actually
Hey, they're undefeated.
we're
They're
actually
undefeated.
perfect. We're perfect 0-0. So stop talking. South Carolina looking to stop Furman here.
Brian, you're slamming hard tonight. I don't know.
Clock strike midnight on the Cinderella story of the Furman Paladins. Now, Stan, what is the greatest game in Furman Paladins history?
When they beat Appalachian State the year they won the national championship, Furman blocked a field goal and the fans stormed the field. I couldn't believe it. I was there. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Did you storm the field?
I was probably like 8 years old, so I don't really recall. I might have.
But you just said you could remember it with your own 2 eyes.
I can only remember the blocked field goal. I don't remember it. I mean, I was just so hyped after that. I think I blacked out.
8-year-old Stan
8-year-old Stan blacked out.
fell and hit the ground. Let the bodies hit the floor. They're going to wait for the play clock here. Another first down for South Carolina. Furman calls their first timeout. It looks like, Stan, there will not, maybe South Carolina fans will storm the field after finally winning one.
That would be silly.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. If this was Clemson, they'd storm the field without
You
doubt.
read my mind.
Flag upcoming here, and this one's going to be a personal foul. Again, another chop block. South Carolina really likes that chop block play. They're cheaters. They really are cheaters.
Sideways.
They are coming at them sideways. In fact, Pharaoh Cooper with the chop block. Bryson Allen Williams is not happy. Steve Spurrier does not look like Steve Spurrier, but he is unhappy as well. 8 seconds left on the play clock here. South Carolina will run a play, and Mike Davis will be stopped after a 2-yard rush. Hey, I'm saying Gamecocks all game, all right? All right? Stop it. Stop it. South Carolina, 2nd and 10 from about the 20-yard line. It's going to be another run, this time outside. Davis is stopped again. 3rd and 11 now. So South Carolina might have to pass the ball here. Let's see. They're going to run 5 receivers out on the wide sides. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here comes Dylan Thompson dropping back. He's going to look left. He's going to throw left, and it is wide open. Touchdown, Shaq Rowland. And that is the ball game, folks.
That is the dagger in the heart of Furman, and let's consider that this is the 4th quarter that we have had to say that.
And a minute
against Furman.
A minute 41 left in the ball game too.
Furman.
What is the thing that you would call the Furman Paladin? The lance? Is that a lance?
A jousting thing?
Yeah, that's
the lance.
That's the lance in the heart of the Furman Paladins.
Oh, this might be another Missouri.
This is
player.
another Missouri moment here, and I wish we saw that the center just run with the ball forward. That was funny. I do remember that. 31-17, South Carolina is leading against Furman here, as they will kick the ball away to the Paladins, and hopefully this game will go by quick. This last minute 41. I do really want to go home and make some cookies. I really do. I'm not lying, Nick. I'm gonna make some cookies in the oven stand too. You're more than welcome
What
to have
kind of
some.
cookies?
Chocolate chip, of course.
I want cookies.
John, you can come over. If anyone else wants to come by, the partner number is 822. You have to figure out what apartment complex though. That's the game here, folks. We're gonna play a little bit of a game, but 141 left in the ball game here. Hopefully they run the ball. No, they're not. They're gonna throw it, and it's an incomplete pass. Of course, we gotta wait some more time now. Stop celebrating. The game's over. I mean, seriously.
Furman, I don't know if the pelvic thrust is necessary.
You're not winning by 83 like you should be. So they're going to pass the ball. He's going to look left, now right, throws it. That was the worst pass I've ever seen in my life. A minute 33 left in the game. 3rd and 10 for the Paladins here. Oh, this is a big play in the game, Stan. I don't know if life could go on if they
They
don't
could
get a
score on this play and then somehow get the ball back.
and it's
Or
not
maybe
going to
just get
be
a first down.
it's not going to be a first
But then
down.
again, it's Furman. They might as well go for it.
Jordan Snellings, I would really hope they punt it. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I really hope they punt it.
Just run out some clock.
I hope they
Oh,
take
they
a
will go for
I
it.
hope they take a knee. I mean, I'm not
They
going to
got
lie.
Nothing to lose.
They got everything to lose, actually. I heard that they surrender their football team if they lose this game. Negative loss of 3 on that one. Turnover on downs. And it appears as though South Carolina, unless they do something completely out of the ordinary, which I wouldn't put it past them, should knee the ball out here, and this ball game should just about be over between the Gamecocks and the Paladins here. So what can you take away from this game, John, if you really want to be all professional and stuff? What can we take away from this one?
I'm going to clarify something. I'm not professional, but it's
if we want to be professional.
Oh, if we want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good thing the defense stepped up. We saw 2 interceptions from Chaz Elder. Thompson was definitely on his game, only 1 interception, and I don't know why they're running the ball, Brian. But I don't know. It's a good showing for the guys.
Yeah, they do win against Furman, unsurprisingly. It's only by 2 touchdowns, though, as the clock strikes 0 in this one. South Carolina 31, the Furman Paladins 17, as South Carolina will now go travel out to Auburn, Alabama, and most likely lose by 48. As
The Auburn War Tiger Eagles.
that's what I'm going to predict. I think a 48-point loss is in order for the Gamecocks. But they do get a win today, and they probably do feel better about themselves considering they lost back-to-back games to a team that lost to Indiana, and they lost to Georgia, and then a team that is from Kentucky they lost to too. So, I mean, they do play basketball pretty well, but not football. 31-17 here from Williams-Brice Stadium. The South Carolina Gamecocks hold on to beat Furman. That is it for all of us here at Williams-Brice Stadium. For John Dowdy, for Stan Smith, and for Nick Jones, I'm Brian Principe. Thank you guys for watching the Coke Zero ESPN College Football Game of the Week here for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Once again, 31-17, South Carolina wins. We'll see you next week from Auburn, Alabama, only here on the South Carolina Network.